What's good, superstars? Back with another video, and as you see in the title, we are talking about the Veve collectibles and the Veve verse and all that stuff. It's a brand new NFT collectible thing. It's been around for like about a year, but to me it's new, and I can't do this alone. So I have my buddy Superstar Rob here. Hey Rob, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
Not too bad. Just excited to get talking about Veve. It's been taking over my life, and I know I showed it to you. What do you got to say?
I have to thank Superstar Joe for making me aware of Veve and the NFT world. It's taken over my life as well. Something that is recognized by some of the big names in the industry like Disney and DC. So you want to get in early on this, and I'm looking forward to talking about it on your channel.
That's exactly it. I mean, I hope to make it our channel, but it is exactly it. We're new to it. We're hoping we're early, even though it's almost like I think it's over a year old, the app. But they've been coming out with drops like crazy lately, and we just got to share. We got to share what we've been learning. So I'm gonna pull my screen up here, and basically this is the Veve homepage for their website, veve.me. And I don't know if you want to talk about it. I'll scroll through it. I'll throw in some tidbits, but basically, what's Veve?
Yeah, the only mobile NFT app I believe that exists right now. There's some desktop ones like OpenSea, but these ones here are a little bit more, I think, official because you have the Disney involvement. And then you also have other artists around the industry as well. So you can download it from the Google Play Store, from the Apple App Store, and you can get started almost immediately.
Yeah, so I think the big difference too with this from OpenSea is I think OpenSea is mostly like 2D art or something like that. I might be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what the good thing about these collectibles is you can like augmented reality them and use them in your house. Like so long term, if you're thinking like metaverse, Veveverse, whatever it is, you can have these statues or collectibles hanging out in your house. So like if you're going to be having these goggles in, walking in somebody's house, see a Spider-Man there, pretty cool. So basically, like I find these whole NFT things like a big fat flex. Like for example,
Yeah,
this is a piece of art. There's a video on here if you want to watch it. Talks about all that stuff. But yeah, the big thing, like you mentioned, is all the brands that they have. I mean, look at all these brands. I'm just
yeah,
scrolling
big
through.
names.
Ooh, look, Jurassic Park didn't even come out yet, I don't think. Or maybe
Oh
it
yeah,
did, but I don't know anything about that yet. Uh,
yeah,
but, but look, like all these big names, big pull behind it, and they're tweeting on their main Twitters about them. So like Disney's dropping tweets about Veve, and all these guys, Marvel's dropping tweets. So like I said, there's virtual showrooms right now, but who knows? Maybe it'll morph into more than that. Maybe it'll morph
I think so.
into
I think
like
eventually it's gonna be augmented reality is really gonna take over. The whole internet's gonna become 3D,
yeah, this
tying into the metaverse, and even right now I can put through my phone a Marvel comic on my desktop or on my table,
it's
and I can
crazy.
actually flip through it. It's crazy.
So here's like an example. This is it like in virtual reality, and then here you got it like on someone's balcony, just chilling. It's cool. Like it's cool, and these things are big. Like you can put them like life size, walk around them with your phone. It's like it's in front of you. It's crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, you can also buy and sell. So if you win something, it's basically that they'll drop a NFT. You'll go and try and win it, or pay. You have to pay for it, whatever the retail price is, and then they have a secondary market where you can go and sell and make more money on it. The big thing is right now you can't pull your money out. So you can put money into the app, but you can't pull it out. So once they do open that, which we're expecting in 2022, open it up where you can pull money. We might be. That's why I think we're early still. We're before you can pull your money out. So right now, money is just going in.
yeah.
So yeah, this is an example of one of the showrooms. Veveverse here coming 2022. So it's crazy.
It's
This
gonna be huge. I
digital
think they're gonna link it
collectible.
with Ethereum and even
Yeah,
through some of the other markets.
yeah.
So
So one of the things they did do is they transported all of the NFTs onto the Ethereum network with this thing called Immutable X. So basically, that will mean that you can pull the NFTs off of Veve and onto OpenSea or something like that. So that's already something that's they're working on getting that down the pipeline. But it's crazy.
yeah,
Um, I guess let's talk about the last drop. So if you guys want to learn more about Veve, you can go on their website, veve.me, watch a bunch of YouTube videos. There's tons out there. This is just a really small drop in the bucket. But yeah, the last drop, the last fat breakfast.
Yeah, I was not able to get this one, but unbelievably, only 2,000 mints, and you found a way.
I did. So I was able to secure the bag. As you can see, 1959 minted on the blockchain. It's an ultra rare, and I found a way to get it. It's a Ron English painting, but I don't know. I gotta tell you, I immediately sold it, which might not have been the best idea, but a profit's a profit. I listed it initially. I seen them all around like $400 on the marketplace. So I said, okay, let me list it there. It wasn't selling. The prices started tanking like crazy. I ended up getting rid of it at 250. So I made $150 profit on this one. But
I
right
think
after
they bounced back to between
yeah,
250 and 300.
right
Like
after
Ron
I
English.
sold it, it went up to like $400 for the floor. I was so mad because my 400 would have sold at that point.
I think you made a good call though. Like if you look at some of the comparables that Ron English has put out, I think he's already put out about 3 of these these serial killer
Series, yeah.
editions. Yeah,
Yeah.
and like even the ultra rares, like the most that they're selling for is 300, right? So
Yeah. So
you're not looking at much more than what
it
you already
wasn't
sold
something
for.
I want. The thing is, when you go for these drops, you're probably going to make money on them, but I didn't want to keep this one long term. I know that there's probably a niche collectible group of people that like this stuff, but for me, it's not really my type. So I knew I wanted to make money on it, and I just wanted to get rid of him, flip it for something else that I think will have more value long term.
Yeah, I like the ones that I actually know the name. Like if you
Yeah,
ask 20 people on the street about Ron English, I mean, I didn't hear about him until
yeah,
these VV drops came around, which he's an artist and it's part of help getting his name out. But in
yeah.
terms of long-term prospects of a collectible like this, and I agree with you. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
going to be
And
as
to
good.
me, the thing is, I get it. Okay, serial killers, they made them into like sugar diabetic, and he kind of did a spin-off. But for me, I would have rather had just like the original, the
Yeah, Captain
original
Crunch.
Captain Crunch. Like I don't know
Yeah,
if I want the. I don't know. I guess maybe there's some licensing stuff with that, but I would have rather had the original than this spin-off. But that's me.
yeah,
I mean, I'm sure there's an audience for this.
yeah,
So I guess you brought this to my attention. I'll pull it up.
yeah.
This is
I was looking into him, and I was just looking to some of his tweets, and when I saw this, it was kind of funny because he's in the digital world now, right? He he thinks he only wants to talk to people in person. Where we're going into the metaverse with NFTs, where you're going to have everything virtual. So
yeah.
I thought that was kind of strange.
Yeah, so what's his long-term plan here? Is it just to pick up some money or what? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, that's funny. That's funny that you found that tweet right at the end of the year too, right when that dropped, like
yeah,
basically day before, I think. But yeah, that's pretty funny. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you guys like Ron English? Is he your type? Is he your type? I don't know. I'm just curious to see what everybody else thinks. But for me, I'd rather stick to like superheroes, Disney, that type of thing.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the next drop, we got Daredevil, a comic coming on Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific, so 11 Eastern. Daredevil 131, and not really any information yet. There hasn't been a Medium article on it yet, so we don't know how many mints there will be. I'm assuming it'll be standard mints, like 30,000 mints. If it's like that, what are
Yeah.
your thoughts?
I looked into the other Daredevil, so there's only one other Daredevil. It's Daredevil #1 on VV right now. That had 30,000 mints for the common, and in the physical world, I think the record sale was 250,000. So that's one of the higher ends of these comic books, and on VV it's selling for around $60. So
Is
if
that
you
what it
kind of
is?
read,
It's $60 right now for the common?
last time I checked,
So
yeah,
that's pretty
it
good
was
entry for a I guess initial comic for Daredevil. It
yeah,
might be
just for the
a good
viewers, right?
pickup.
The comics don't typically sell for more than between 10 to $15. So a
Yeah.
$60 comic is pretty good. So I think this one is number 131. I know Bullseye, it's his first appearance, but in
Hmm.
the physical world, I think the record sale was like 5,000. So I
Okay.
don't think you're going to get more than maybe a 10 to $15 sale for this one,
Unless
probably
they
closer to
do
10.
unless they do something crazy again where they only release 1,000 and they make it
True, like
limited. Like I don't know what they're
yeah.
doing. What their
We don't
thoughts
know the
are.
mints yet. We don't know the
Yeah.
mints yet, but if it's like in the 30,000 range, it's going to be
Yeah.
probably a low end
I think you're
on
right. I think it might be
yeah,
even closer to 10.
yeah,
Because I don't
yeah,
know, Daredevil, even if you look at all the epic comics that are out there, Daredevil #1 is one of the lower priced
yeah,
ones. So like you're comparing that to Spider-Man #1, comparing Daredevil is obviously
yeah.
the bottom of the totem pole, right? So if you compare secondary Spider-Man comic to secondary Daredevil comic, you would expect it to be a little bit less too, right?
Yeah.
But let's see. We'll see if we're right. Yeah, but I guess if I was going to rank this comic, I don't know too much about it. If I was ranking it like a 1 to 5, where 1's the best, 5's the worst, I'd probably say it's like a 4 or 5, in my opinion.
I agree with you as well. I mean, I'll give it a 4 just because it's still Marvel, but
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
we need to come up with like a ranking system officially, but when we do that, we'll release it. So yeah, bottom level. If you get it, you might make a couple bucks, but don't sweat it if you don't get it. All right, so then the next thing I wanted to bring up was basically what did you buy or sell? Have you done anything lately, or have you just been sitting tight with what you have?
Lately I've been sitting tight. I have right now. I'm holding on to the first 1939 Marvel comic, which was something that Superstar Joe tipped me off with. So
I think that's always a good pickup if you have the funds. It should never really drop like crazy.
That one there, I got it at 145. It's never dropped. It's hovered between 180 and 200. So
not financial advice. None of this is financial advice.
No.
We don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, I think it's a good pickup, rather than holding it in gems, because the whole market's been rising lately, especially, right? So
yeah,
we'll get into that.
I want my gems to work for me somehow. Like I got one of the Coca-Cola ones as well, and it's an official Coca-Cola. I'm gonna hold on to it because
you might as well. That's a big one too. I'm sure that there's a big market for that too.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me show you what I did. So
take a look.
I sold my Slimer. I don't know if you can see him there, but
yeah.
I bought Slimer because I got him at a low mint, $580. I thought it was a great deal, $170, and the other collectibles in that range of Slimer are all way higher. They're like $200, $250. But I wanted some more gems. I was doing some movement on my portfolio, so I said, you know what? Let me get rid of him for what I bought him for. Take the hit on the tax, whatever it is, because it's only like 2.5% on Slimer. But he wouldn't sell. This guy would not sell. I had him up listed for like a week. Wouldn't sell. I kept dropping the price. I ended up getting like 145 for him yesterday when I bought him for 172. Took a little bit of the hit, but now I have some gems in my account for drops when they come out. I'm sure I'll make it up easily. But one of the big reasons I wanted to sell this guy is because I used my gems to buy Wonder Woman.
Nice.
So let me go back to Slimer first of all, just to see the price chart. The blue is basically how many are available, and the pink is the price. This is Ecomi Wiki. So as you can see, there was an all-time high here, 170, and it's just been dropping ever since. I know it's a season 1 collectible, but it's animated too. I like that too. It had like smoke coming off. It was pretty cool, but I don't see long-term like Ghostbusters taking off. I can see it doing well, but I don't see it doing what the premium collectibles. And for example, Wonder Woman I think is a premium collectible. I mean, she's like a top 5 superhero in the world if you Google it, and I got her right here. Like I bought it right before the floor rose. I bought it at $299.
Nice.
And next time I looked at the app, it was like $350 or something like that. It's crazy. And now I think she's like $380 or something like that. But still, good profit.
Funny story about Wonder Woman. I won that mint. I actually won that.
You got her on drop.
I got it on the drop, and it was funny because I think at the time it was selling for maybe 100. I'm like, I want to keep her. I'm going to put it for 200. Let's see what happens.
You made money.
And 2 hours later, it sells, and it hit, I think, an all-time high of 400 at one point. I'm like, oh my god, I should have held on to this.
But if you flipped her into a comic or whatever you did, that's always a good play too, right? As long as you're in something that's like a blue chip, I think you're good.
Yeah.
I have a couple blue chips already. This was another cheap one, so I said, relatively $300 is not that bad for a blue chip. So we'll see. But that's the last thing that I bought. I don't know. I think it's fun. I'm going to pull this off.
That's a good hold.
The market's been going crazy. It's going up like crazy lately. I don't know if you've been noticing, but everything's going up. Everything in my portfolio is more than it was, except Slimer. Slimer would not sell.
Yeah.
So I'm happy he's gone.
I think people are getting over they had the 12 days of Veve during Christmas, and we had that gem squeeze.
Yeah.
Where everybody was selling because they wanted to get involved on these drops, and now there's been kind of a lull with drops.
There's no drops. People are finding the app, they're adding money in, and then they have to spend it somewhere, right? So I guess the next time that you get a big drop, you're going to see another dip, and might be a good time to get in if you have some gems on the side. But nothing's been happening. I don't know. These guys are on vacation or something. They posted that the comic's coming, but they didn't really talk about it. No idea on the maybe it's up now. I'm curious. I'll look into that.
The Daredevil.
Yeah, if the medium article is up, that'd be cool to see. Yeah,
Yeah, you can almost read between the read in
Oh
between
yeah,
the
it's
lines
up.
there.
It just got up now. So hold on.
Oh yeah, nice.
Let me pull that up.
See how many mints it is.
Yeah, so this is live. Like I'm seeing this for the first time with you guys. So these are the comics. What's your favorite? What's your favorite
I've
cover?
always been a fan. I've always been a fan of the black and white ones for sure. So
Oh
I'd say
really? You
the
like
rare
this guy
there.
or
Yeah.
this one?
Oh yeah. No, the one beside it to the right.
Yeah, so you
Is
like
that
the
the rare?
rare? Yeah, rare.
Yeah.
I like
Oh
I
yeah.
like the common. I mean, it's classic, but I think this one's my favorite. I don't know why. I just like the way it pops. I never really liked the secret rares, but they're so
Yeah.
plain.
Neither
Like,
do I. They're
I
always
don't
like
know.
so plain, you know?
If I got this one, I don't know. I'd probably still sell anything I get. If I get this on drop, I'm selling it.
Yeah,
Just
for
because
sure.
of where it ranks, and I think the hype will die off, and the hype will be there always at drop for anything, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So, and then after that, like as you can tell by my Slimer purchase, it's hard to sell after because people aren't thinking about it.
Yeah,
So
selling to the hype, right?
here we go, 30,000 editions,
We're right on the
21,000
money with that.
commons, 5,000 uncommon, 2,350 rare. That's your favorite.
Yeah.
1050 vibrant and 600 secret rare. So yeah, it's like a typical drop that we were used to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Comparables.
I think this is their most likely what you're going to get, obviously, if you win the drop. But I don't know. They're cheap. That's why I like comics. They're cheap, and you can make a buck off of them, right? So $6.99 is your list price, and again,
Yeah,
it's coming out tomorrow.
It's a Tuesday drop too, so if there's anybody
Yeah.
who's getting into it for the first time, usually your weekday drops, there's a little bit less people.
Yeah, I
Higher
find
chance of
the
getting one.
comics is a different drop style too. I never win comics. My wife always wins them.
Yeah.
But it's because I try spamming and I can't get it. But the other things I'm usually better at with spamming. I guess it must be a timing thing or something with these ones. You got to hit it right when it hits zero. I don't know. But if I
Yeah.
don't get this one, I won't be too butthurt about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this was fun, man. I liked it. Hopefully, we can do another one on the next drop.
Yeah.
And
We'll do the next drop.
We'll see what the people think about it.
Yeah,
All right?
comment below and let us know what we did.
Let us know what you thought. Let us know if you think we're bozos or what. But I don't know. We'll be around for at least a few of these drops to see. We want to be part of the community, so I think it'll be fun. All right. Thanks for
All right,
being on the
thanks.
channel, Rob. Hit
Thanks.
the subscribe button if you're new. If you're just finding us, thumbs up the video, and we will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye.